webinar, my third webinar in this series of webinars generally around insights in strategy and innovation. Today's webinar I've titled 3 Tools to Prioritize Innovations, and they are really 3 strategic tools rather than tactical tools that I want to present to you today. What we're going to talk about today is to discover how to connect strategy with idea selection and prioritization and innovation, how to apply a small and focused set of criteria to assess those ideas, and explore a groundbreaking way to speed up decision-making and implementation. Typically, 70% of the resources are allocated in this core element of your strategy. But what's interesting is that when you look at the long-term return on invest of these innovations, it's actually the opposite. It's actually the other way around. So what does that mean, right? Does strategy drive innovation or innovation drive strategy? That you really compare a big set of guesses, some call them lies, right? A big set of lies with a lot of knowledge. And that doesn't make a lot of sense and it's inconsistent. So what I propose, stop comparing these innovations, right? And learn to create innovations that reinforce each other. The learnings from one innovation reinforces the learnings or the strength of the innovation. I think this notion of innovation is about execution is interesting, but if you look at the data, really, I put forward innovation is all about learning. Turn these guesses into insights and do it fast and do it all the time. Into the second topic, how do we turn this into a practical way, right, to identify which initiatives and ideas and innovations we want to support, and an idea funnel to feed the innovation funnel. But do you see the problem? The problem is this approach is not about learning, it's about execution. That's the fallacy of this type of approach in my mind, that it's not about how to connect the insights between different initiatives and ideas, because it's about selecting the best ones. What I propose is criteria that enable connecting insights, goals that we establish, and objectives around how many insights and what quality of insights we gain. I call them insight goals. The culture, the change in mind shift that goes with it, and then a format where we actually implement all of the above in a very practical and hands-on way. How do you actually create and harness insights so that it's not a random process, that insights just happen, right, based on whatever mystery happens out there? Now, insight goals is something that I also addressed in one of the webinars, and there I basically deconstructed insights, existing insights, and I deconstructed them, and I came up with this 4-box matrix that is around knowledge and awareness. Utilize this untapped knowledge in your organization, in your team, and explore the infinite by exposing yourself with the outside world and regularly go out and check what's going on somewhere else. And InnovationLabs, last but not least, is a format that I've developed over the last 2.5 years. It addresses 3 elements. The first element it addresses is problem solving. Enable the participants to learn while they go through this process in a structured and moderated way, and we focus specifically on the skills that are needed to be successful in the future. And last but not least, the process enables self-driven motivation. And the groundbreaking way to speed up decision-making and implementation is a grassroots workshop where multifaceted, multidisciplinary teams come together to address these challenges learn and experiment with new approaches. Some of the resources that I used to put this material together, and again I want to point you to my previous 2 webinars on this, where it was all about aha moments and insights and how do we lead teams to these transformational insights, into this transformational perspective. I'm looking forward to schedule individual meetings with you to talk about how we apply this methodology to your specific question.